Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we're going to be going through the guided tour in Farming Simulator 25. We're going to be on Riverbend Springs, new farmer mode, $1 million just because I love that money. Starting loan, $0, economic difficulty easy, starting farm yes, guided intro tour yes. Now we're ready to go. Let's jump into the game, select our character, and here we are. Welcome to your new farm. It is mid-morning when you arrive at the new farm. Walter, your grandfather, is no longer able to look after the farm, so you are now taking over. Familiarize yourself with the game before you go to greet your grandfather. We're going to hit OK there, and we see, let's start with the interface. You'll find all the important information on your screen. So we can see at the top right-hand corner, we have weather, date, time, balance. At the bottom left-hand corner, we have the mini-map. And back at the top, we see our tour progress. They say, get familiar with the elements. Continue. Now that you know the basic user interface, let's move on. You can't just stand there, after all. Please go to the marker location by using the directional controls. So let's head over there. We can actually run if you guys would prefer to do that. And here we go. Guided tour. You can talk to people on your farm at specific locations on the map. Press the button to start talking to them. Start the conversation is the left stick on Xbox controller, so that's what we shall hit.
Welcome to our lovely farm, kiddo. I'm glad you're here to continue the family business. The fact that you're about to take over the farm makes your pops quite happy, not gonna lie. When your father told me on a visit that he didn't want what I built here, I thought that was it. He even called it a dung heap when he left in his fancy suit. And then he stepped into manure on the way to his car. It's okay that he does his own thing, but I thought I had to sell the farm. Thanks to you, it can stay in the family. You don't know what that means to me. Otherwise, your crazy uncle might have turned it into an amusement park with the main attraction of catching chickens on the fields or something. Anyway, let's not talk about that just now. I can tell you some stories later. And just so you know, I'm not out of the picture just yet. I'm here if you need me, just like your friendly neighbors you should talk to sometime. They're nice people, a bit strange perhaps, but still delightful in their own ways. So, do you want me to give you a quick tour and show you some things?
We've got two options here. Yes, give me a tour, please. And no, thanks. I know what I'm going to do. I know what to do. I don't know how to read very well, do I, today? Let's go with yes. Give me a tour, please.
Okay then, let me show you a couple of things. Ease you in. There will always be people to help you out, but it's good to have done all the steps yourself, at least once. Right next to the farm, we're going to work on a field. There's also a big tractor with a cultivator. I'll walk you through how to operate it. I can't wait to see you get started.
All right, now all we got to do is meet Grandpa at the barn on your right side. So right over here, we will walk there. You can see our marker there. There's no more green markers that go up and down. This is our marker now.
Are you ready to roll? Then hop onto the tractor and attach the cultivator. It's just to the back.
All right. Go to your tractor inside the barn right here. And it says, first steps before you can start, you have to get into the vehicle, which teaches us how to get in.
That. Exactly. Now we do the work. Meet me at the field over there.
All right, so as soon as you get in, you can drive off. Drive to the marked spot and let Walter explain your first task to you. And we've got accelerate, brake, and all that good stuff. And we can see at the bottom right-hand corner, it's telling us exactly where to go. So we will pull out of here in our beautiful Challenger with the John Deere cultivator on the very back of it. And we shall be good to rock. We'll have to take it a little bit slower as the vehicles in Farming Simulator 25 do tend to feel a little bit heavier.
Here we are. So before we can sow anything on the field, we need to take care of the stubbles. Cultivate it. Prepare it for the next season. Otherwise, the grain will not grow very well. Lower the cultivator and drive straight ahead. It's easy as spilling milk.
All right, well, should be easy. To be able to use your attachment, you must first select them and bring them into working position. So we've got all of our markers for that. I will select the cultivator, which doesn't give me an option to unselect the cultivator, and we will drive forwards. This is going to be going at the exact mile per hour that this specific piece of equipment wants to go, which for me is 9 miles per hour. And we're rocking. That's about it. Let's cultivate this field. We're at 93% now, just a little bit more to do, and we will be done with this field coming up right here.
Good. We're done here, kiddo. Now drive back to the garage and get out the seeder. I'll meet you there.
All right, so let's lift the tool, let's turn around, and we'll head over here. You can always look for the red markers in a circle. If you get lost, you can see at the bottom there, it's showing a red marker, and right there it is. So again, if you get lost, don't worry, it's right here.
Now we change tools, kiddo. Get rid of the cultivator and attach the seeder.
Alrighty, so I guess we
Now
could
you
just...
need to attach the seeder. Drive back slowly.
I guess we could just drop that there, huh? You can really put that wherever you want. It doesn't really matter, not for this part of the game. You do get a little bit more money, like $2,000 more by doing this. So let's attach the tool.
That's how it's done. Sewing machine you just attached is empty. But don't you fret, I just went to the store. Next to the shed you will find a big bag with seeds. Get over there to fill the seed.
So there you go, the seeds are right in front of us. There we go. Some tools can be filled depending on their purpose. Sewing machines need seed, vehicles need fuel, fertilizer spreaders need fertilizer, and sprayers need herbicide, for example. So let's pull forward, and we've got a trigger at the top left-hand corner to refill the seeder. So we will do that. If you've played other farm sim games, it's exactly the same.
Well done. Now you're ready to go. Last week I cultivated a field over there. Cultivated fields are ready to be sown. It's pretty straightforward. Drive the machine to the field and meet me there. We'll bring out canola.
All right, let's see if I can do this without hitting the sides. And directly in front of us is where we are going to be going. Looking good. Ooh, love that Massey Ferguson. Bring it here and get ready.
Here we are. One thing you need to pay attention to is timing. Plants need to be sown in specific seasons. It's midsummer. It's the perfect time to sow canola. In any other period, you might want to switch to a different kind of crop. You can always check the crop calendar. First, we need to prepare the seed. Choose the canola seeds, as the big bag is filled with all kinds of seeds.
Okay, use the crop calendar to decide which type of fruit you want to sow. However, for us, we are going to be selecting canola.
Seeding is easy. While seeding, straight lines are important though. Go back and forth to bring out the seed with as few gaps as possible. At some point, you'll have to buy a big bag of seeds at the store to refill it. But now you can use what you've got. Now, you only got to switch the machine on and lower it to the ground.
There you go. So, let's switch it on and lower it to the ground. You don't actually have to do it in that order. You can turn it, lower it, and then turn it on. That's okay. And let's go forward, and we'll look at the right-hand side, and soon we should start seeing field progress. Yes, we are. So all we got to do is run this. Now, that field progress, I think, is going to be showing for the entire field. But if I remember correctly...
That's how it's done, kiddo. Oh, by the way, always keep an eye on the weather. According to the weather forecast, it's going to rain soon. That's perfect for canola, but not as good for the wheat on the other field. If you want to hire a helping hand at some point, you can. We're done here. The helper will do the rest.
Well, all right. You don't have to do all the work alone. Let paid helpers do the work for you while you take care of their tasks. Bam. So now all we got to do is hire a worker. Now, if I hire a worker right here, it is going to do some interesting stuff. So here's how it's set up right now for this field. With the AI worker we have our working with, which is automatically selected. Number of headlands, which is automatically selected as well. Work the headlands is on, and then we can select up and down or start with headland first through there. Apparently with seeders, cultivators, stuff like that, you go back and forth first and then do the headland. Here it's not gonna really matter too much. I'm gonna select it like this. We say okay, and then
Good job.
I hire a worker.
Field workers are a great support if you're busy and cannot finish the job in time. Now get back to the garage and get out the harvest. Let's do it quickly. I'll meet you there.
Okay, you can either walk to another vehicle or switch to it and save some time. Switch to the next vehicle, of course, is the right on D-pad, so...
There you are. How do you feel? Are you up for something exciting? Because we'll do the hardest of next. There's a ripe field that needs taking down. You still up for it? The header for the harvester sits on the trailer attached at the back. Let's meet at the field, okay, kiddo? But drive carefully. That machine is a beast.
Getting called kiddo a lot. So now we got to drive over to the field. I look at the bottom right-hand corner, and it is showing this way. Should work fine. We've already got our header attached back there, and we're good. We can actually hit right on the D-pad, and that'll bring us into first-person mode, which I find is a lot easier when driving from point A to point B. You should be good to go. Let's pull out of here, and we'll crank a left right across through there. And all we got to do is go down into the field. It's actually got a marker on the far side of the field, so it's not going to be right here, smack dab right in front of us. Here's the place to cut into the field. Boom. Just like so. We'll pull forward and see what Grandpa's got for us next. How about that?
So let's do this. You'll need to prepare the machine. With a combine harvester, the header cuts the plant. Those headers have different widths, depending on the size of the combine. Go detach the trailer. Then drive the harvester with its front to the header and attach it.
Nice and easy. Before you can use another attachment, you must disconnect your current attachment. To detach the tool, press the button. Now that all sounds fine and all. However, most you don't have to do that. You can actually have an attachment on the front and the back and be just fine. So we'll have to double check and see if that's really a thing or not. Here's our spot. There you go. To be able to use the tool, it must be attached to the vehicle. Attach it.
Good. You're almost set now. Before you can start harvesting, the grain tank needs to be unfolded. Do that and bring yourself into position on the field.
Okay. Before you can harvest, you must unfold your vehicle. So let's go back into third person here. Let's select the vehicle and unfold. Awesome. Now we've got our red marker and it wants us to go over here. So let's line it up and it'll tell us exactly what to do from here. At least it should.
You can see that the field is nearly done already. I was feeling a little wobbly in the knees earlier, so I left it for you. Thought you might want to try it out anyway. All you need to do is to steer the harvester into the field. Unfold the tank, start the harvester, and do the rest.
Alrighty. Turn on your tool and start working. Cool.
With a combine of this size, harvesting takes some time. But soon you will be able to buy a bigger one. Now go at it. Show the crop who's the farmer.
So one thing that I've found with Farming Simulator 25 is turning on the combine is not good enough anymore. You also have to lower it down individually, independently, all that good stuff. I also know from a little bit of experience that you have to harvest all of this. So we're gonna harvest all of this and we'll see you on the other side. Let's finish up this harvest and see what Grandpa Walter has for us.
Nice one, kiddo. That's it. You have my blood in your veins, after all. Harvester has a limited capacity to store the crop. Now we need to unload the wheat onto a trailer to sell it. Prepare your harvester for unloading and unfolding the crop.
All right, you can unload the harvester contents of your combine into trailers or directly into silos. To do this, unfold the pipe on your vehicle. We say, all right, there's a little bit more here. I don't want to waste none of it. There we go. Now, it says unfold pipe and a tour progress at the top, so let's do that.
The pipe will start extending, and the wheat will start to pour out automatically. But we're missing something, aren't we? There's no trailer here just yet. Go get the trailer in the garage.
All right, you can either walk to another vehicle or switch to it and save some time. So we're gonna do that. We're also gonna turn a little bit of that off because that's loud and
Come
annoying.
back to the field so we can unload.
All right, well, super easy. Looks like our Challenger tractor has repositioned itself to this with our trailer. It looks like this is going to be the 8,000 liter variant. At least I believe it's the 8,000 liter variant. So we should be able to hold a decent amount. We're not going to need to hold it all though, so yeah, don't worry about that too much. Hey, there's Grandpa Walter again. Watch him do a little shuffle with his feet. I love that it's like almost real.
To empty the tank of your harvester, pull along to it on the driver's side of the harvester. The trailer is in the correct position directly below the pipe. The harvester will start to unload automatically. Neat, huh? Wait it out until it's unloaded.
All right, so now all we got to do is sit here until it is completely unloaded. Shouldn't take too much longer.
Well done, kiddo. You can either store the crop in your silo or you can sell it. This load I promised to a vendor friend of mine. He's already waiting for you. So all you gotta do is drive the tractor with the trailer to his unloading station. Now drive to the grain elevator to sell the wheat.
All right, can do. So we need to drive to the grain elevator and meet Walter. We want to probably try and figure out exactly where we're going. So if we pull up here, there's nothing that's kind of blinking. I guess this is the unofficial term. So we have to open up our menu down at the bottom left, and that kind of gives us an idea. So we're basically at the far left-hand corner right now of the map, which means we need to take a right here and then figure out how we're going to get over there. I'm thinking, do we go through yeah, let's go through it. Why not? We're going to go through here and we're going to pop out on the other side and magically we'll be downtown. We're almost to our spot. I've had this car behind me for a hot minute. It looks like they're trying to pass me, but they're just not doing it. All right, here we are. Perfect. Hey, Grandpa's over here too. Check that out.
This is one of many songs. If you don't like the prices you get on the market, you can also store the grain in your farm silo to wait it out. Sell your goods later. Now, let's get to it. Drive the trailer over the tip area and unload.
You got it, man. You got it. We'll pull forward and get our tip. So you can either store your harvest in the farm's own silo or turn it into money at one of the many selling stations on the map. Unload your trailer to sell your harvest now, though. And it'll actually tell you there which buttons to hit to dump the wheat. And we hit it, and we're good. Selling it, and we make a little bit of cash.
Well done. At some point, you'll do this in your sleep. Now, Let's go back to the farm, shall we?
Yes, we shall. All right, let's head over there. I'll see you there. Town's really not too far away, so we were end up there at the grain mill, and all we got to do is just go straight across. Oh boy. All we got to do is go straight across here, back in, and then to our farm right there. Pretty simple. Here we are, and it looks like Grandpa is way over here. At least, I assume he is. Nope, he's right beside the house. Well, let's go check it out, see what's up. Boom, boom, boom. So, you can talk to people on your farm at specific locations on the map. Press the button to talk to them. Okay.
You're back. Splendid. I started wondering if you joined your father. Well, where were we? Right. You've seen the most important steps on the field now. There's always more to do, like yield improvement, liming, fertilizing, weeding. Those require special equipment. Next thing is gaining a bit of a feel for everything. I'll just leave you to it so you can try out a few things. You don't want your old grandpa meddling with your business all the time, do you? But I'll be here if you need anything. If you want more detailed info, you can also ask Ben. He has been one of my most trusted helpers in the past. He will gladly explain a lot of farming techniques. Now, get to farming. Dung heap indeed. You'll do just fine. This farm is your farm now.
There you go. Successfully finished the guided tour, and we are all done. Now, I was a little bit curious on how the tutorials were going to be on the other map, so we jump on FS25, and when we go in, it will tell us at the bottom, if you're not familiar with the basics of the game yet, we recommend taking the guided tour of Riverbend Springs. So, FS25 does not have a tutorial. Well then, how's about Zelonka? Let's load in and take a look. So we get the same thing. If you're not familiar with the basics of the game, we recommend taking the guided tour of Riverbend Springs. So, Riverbend Springs is the only place to do the tutorial. Now this is kind of the part where a lot of people will say, okay, well I did all that. Do I go and do it all again? What do I do now? Well, what you want to do is you want to take a look at your farm and see what you need. Definitely go to the growth page first and take a look and see, okay, ready to harvest. That's, the most important thing probably right now. So you want to get your harvester and go over to field number 5. And your harvester currently is over here at field number 2. So make sure that you do that, bring it over, and get a little bit of harvesting done. You can also finish up cultivating field number 4, and it looks like we've got a field that is completely done seeded over here on field number 3. So that is a very good thing, and that's everything that you own. So from there, just take a look, make sure your cattle are good, see if you've got anything in your silo, for example. If we pop over here and take a look, the silo is empty, so I can go ahead and tell you there's nothing in there. And then just look around, see what you got. Jump over here and see if there's anything cool in used vehicles or used vehicle sale. Maybe there's something here like a 2-row billet planter, for example. It's pretty cool. You've also got a Lemken Schmerg 9500 and a no speed max. So we've got a couple things here that could be helpful for you. So we have a tractor, cultivator, planter, and a mulcher. You may want to use a mulcher. Hey, that'd be great. You will not have the same used vehicles and equipment that I do. So find out what works, try some things, have some fun, and thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.